Hello there, this is once again the voice behind the Strictoaster YouTube channel. I'm known for playing ultra-detailed City Skylines projects, and today I'm collaborating with Paradox Interactive to bring you another modding tutorial for the PC and Mac versions of the game. This video is a continuation of a previous one where I outline the basics on how to add mods to your City Skylines projects, so in case you haven't seen that, look for the link in the description. Now, the purpose of this video is to share with you the 5 basic steps I take whenever an error occurs in-game and it's not immediately apparent to what's causing it. I did my best to sort these steps from the least to the most time-consuming, but your mileage may vary depending on your specific situation. Alright, first, let's start with the most obvious place to look for clues: your recently subscribed mods and assets. To find them, go to your profile, then click on Workshop Items, and then click on Subscribed Items. This will show you a list of everything you recently subscribed to. Next, check the description and look for known bugs or incompatibilities. While you're here, also check the last updated date. Even though many old mods still work totally fine, sometimes mod authors abandon their development and new versions of the game might render them useless. Finally, scroll down and check the latest comments by other players, as they might have similar issues to yours. If any of these raise red flags, try unsubscribing from them and run the game again. Assuming the latest items you subscribe to are not causing the issues, then troubleshooting becomes a little bit more tricky. At this point, it's critical to get a baseline of what could be going wrong, so the first and fastest thing we can try is running the base game without any mods or assets. To do that, we will open the Steam app, right-click on City Skylines, then set the launch options and type --no workshop. Now, if you run the game, you'll see that the workshop content is disabled. Proceed to start a brand new city and see if the error appears. If you do see errors at this point, you could try going back into the City Skylines settings on Steam, verify the integrity of the game files, and try to run the game again. If that doesn't work either, my suggestion at this point is to do a clean reinstall of the game. You could also try the --disable mods launch option. If you run the game with no mods and you get errors, then it's possible that the issue is being caused by a corrupted asset or an asset that requires specific dependencies. This is rare, but it could happen. At this point, another thing you could check is the output log file. You can find this file on these locations for both Mac and PC. Now, I gotta admit, I'm not an expert in decoding this file, and honestly, I rarely use this method for diagnosing errors, but depending on the problem you're experiencing, you might be able to find clues here. Scroll to the last few lines of the file, look for the errors, and try to identify what is loaded right before to get an idea of the cause of the issue. So, assuming you're still unsuccessful, there's one more thing you can try, though it could be very time-consuming if you're subscribed to a lot of mods and assets, particularly if you didn't organize them in collections. At this point, you have no other choice than to unsubscribe to the items one by one until you find the one or ones that are causing the issue. If you haven't done it yet, this will be a great time to separate your mods and assets into different collections. Let's focus on the mods collections, as the errors are most likely caused by one or many of them, and to speed things up, we're gonna unsubscribe to half of this collection and run the game again. If you see errors, it means that the problem is caused by one of the mods you unsubscribe to, and the opposite is true if you do still see errors. All that's left to do is to keep unsubscribing and subscribing to the mods in halves until you find the cause. One last thing I wanted to share is this FAQ by Akila Sal that I came across as I was editing this video. She put together a comprehensive list of issues and potential solutions to a lot of the problems other players have reported throughout the years. You can find a link to it in the description of this video if you want to check it out. I also want to remind you to check the other videos on this channel for more City Skylines tips, and subscribe to be notified when the next one comes out. But anyways, that's all I have for you today. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.